Introduction. Do you ever feel like your brain is on overdrive? Constant notifications, endless scrolling, and the next shiny distraction, it's like we're trapped in a loop. These dopamine hits may feel good in the moment, but over time, they leave us feeling more burned out than ever. That's why so many people are turning to something called a dopamine detox, a trendy practice that claims to reset our brains by taking a break from life's little indulgences. But what if I told you that a true dopamine detox isn't even possible? Part 1. Understanding dopamine, the science behind the buzzword. Dopamine is one of the brain's natural feel-good chemicals. When you experience something enjoyable, eating your favorite snack, scrolling on social media, getting a text from a friend, dopamine is released. It helps regulate mood, motivation, attention, and even plays a role in learning. It's the reason we feel rewarded for certain activities, which is why we often go back for more. However, despite its essential role, dopamine is often misunderstood. A so-called dopamine detox would mean cutting off your body's natural dopamine production, which is impossible. Your brain needs dopamine to function. It's produced continuously, no matter what. So, what do people mean by detoxing from it? Part 2. The myth of the dopamine detox. In truth, the term dopamine detox is scientifically misleading. Let's break it down. People who attempt a dopamine detox aren't actually stopping dopamine production in their brains. Instead, they're attempting to take a break from activities that trigger it, things like social media, online shopping, video games, even sugary snacks. By doing so, they hope to become less dependent on these dopamine-producing activities and, ultimately, feel more balanced. The idea took off when Dr. Cameron Seppa popularized the concept. He started using this detox approach with tech workers who were hooked on constant stimulation. His aim was simple: help people step back from their compulsive habits and let their brains rest. But let's be clear, Dr. Seppa's concept was more about reducing reliance on distractions, not stopping dopamine production altogether. In other words, it's more of a distraction detox than a true dopamine detox. Part 3. What happens during a dopamine detox? During a typical dopamine detox, people try to limit or avoid behaviors they believe contribute to impulsive dopamine spikes. Here are some examples. 1. Emotional eating, taking a break from comfort foods that are packed with sugar or fat. 2. Excessive internet use, limiting time on social media or video streaming sites. 3. Shopping and gambling, reducing or stopping activities associated with compulsive spending or gambling. 4. Gaming, avoiding video games, which can be addictive for some. 5. Porn and masturbation. Some people aim to curb behaviors that they feel take up too much of their time or emotional energy. 6. Thrill-seeking, avoiding risky behaviors that give you a rush, like watching horror movies or participating in extreme sports. These activities can lead to what we call compulsive dopamine hits, where people repeat behaviors to feel that sense of reward. And while a dopamine detox doesn't change brain chemistry, taking a break from these activities might help people feel less mentally scattered or overwhelmed. Part 4. The misunderstood science: why a true detox isn't possible. Here's where things get tricky. Some people think that by avoiding dopamine-triggering activities, they're somehow detoxing their brain from dopamine altogether. But that's not how our bodies work. Dopamine is always there, working in the background. It's a neurotransmitter, meaning it helps carry messages in the brain. You can't just turn it off or flush it out like you would with a cleanse. That said, some people do report feeling more focused and less reactive after a break from these dopamine-spiking behaviors. But these benefits aren't because they've detoxed from dopamine. Instead, they've simply given their brains a break from constant stimulation. Think of it like taking a rest day after a tough workout. Part 5. The benefits of unplugging: what people get right. While a true dopamine detox isn't possible, there's a silver lining. Here's where we get into the potential benefits of taking a break from compulsive habits. 1. Improved focus. By unplugging from distractions, people can find it easier to concentrate. With fewer interruptions, the mind has a chance to settle, leading to a deeper sense of mental clarity. 2. Enhanced mindfulness, some report feeling more present. With no screens or notifications to pull you away, it's easier to engage with what's happening in the moment, whether that's a conversation with a friend or a walk in nature. 3. Better sleep. Reducing screen time, especially before bed, can significantly improve sleep quality. No more endless TikTok scrolling or late-night binge watching. 4. Reduced stress. Constant alerts and endless social media feeds can be stressful. Taking a break can help people feel calmer and more at ease. 5. Healthier habits. When people step back from compulsive behaviors, they may find themselves naturally drawn to more balanced activities, like exercising, cooking, or reading. But remember, these benefits are all tied to a break from stimulation, not from dopamine itself. They stem from the chance to reset your habits, clear your mind, and live with fewer distractions. Part 6. Is a dopamine detox right for you? You don't have to sign up for a full-blown dopamine detox to experience its benefits. Here are some ways you can try a lighter version. 1. Start small. Instead of a full day, start with a 2-hour window where you stay away from social media, gaming, or junk food. Over time, you can build up to longer breaks. 2. Set boundaries. Limit the number of notifications on your phone. Or try scheduling times when you allow yourself to check social media instead of scrolling constantly. 3. Replace. Don't just remove, consider replacing compulsive activities with something more calming. For example, instead of reaching for your phone during a free moment, try a quick breathing exercise or go for a short walk. 4. Experiment with simple pleasures. Try engaging in activities that don't involve screens or immediate rewards, like reading a book, cooking a meal, or spending time with friends. Part 7. Final thoughts. The dopamine detox fad. Here's the takeaway. While dopamine detoxes may not be scientifically accurate, they're not entirely useless. At its heart, the trend is about giving your brain a break from the things that overstimulate it. In a world where we're bombarded by notifications and temptations, a little detachment can go a long way. But it's essential to keep realistic expectations. A dopamine detox won't magically reset your brain, and it's certainly not a cure-all. However, it might just help you feel a little more grounded, mindful, and connected to what truly matters in your life. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed by the constant noise and pressure, maybe it's time to try a mini detox of your own. Not from dopamine itself, but from the habits that keep you craving more of it.